Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. And you are now tuned in to WilsonBlock 100 Radio, son.
It don't matter what you claiming, from niggas slanging rock to the niggas gang banging. West side, east side, north to the south, I put on for my city, guarantee, no doubt. West side, it's that Dean of love. It ain't nothing like that Dean of love. West side, it's that Dean of love. It ain't nothing like that Dean of love. Look, I'm from a city where a lot don't make it out, because attention with races are how you chalked out. Gang banger, slang is what your future claim. With me, I chose rap, I do my own thing. And I ain't saying that I'm about that or with that, but if you get the trippin', we can handle like tradition. Cause I don't care about what you claim, or who bang, or bust ain't. I'll tell you line it up and teach your ass a couple new things. Rose City trick, Rose City trick. YB and YG Fizz doing it. Nobody doing it better than we doing it. Shout out to the haters that he hating cause we killing it. Young niggas straight westin' and flexin', we on our quest and we reppin' the 6 to death and you reppin' the section. It's most known, but we do it for our own. Welcome to the 6, Pasadena's very own. It don't matter what you claiming, from niggas slanging rock to the niggas gang banging. West side, east side, north to the south, I put on for my city, guarantee, no doubt. West side, it's that Dean of love. It ain't nothing like that Dean of love. West side, it's that Dean of love. It ain't nothing like that Dean of love.
And it's 10 toes down. Corporate money, nigga, money gang, bloodhound. Laced with the game, now I'm pitching off the mound. All gas, no brakes since I got it off the ground. But I'm just posted in the 6 though. Smoking weed, counting money in the 6-4. Young nigga taking brain from your main squeeze. Glock on my hip and it ain't never on safety. Never out of bounds and I don't think you wanna test me. Cook it up, king, never giving up the recipe. I grind hard, you niggas need to let it be. Planning Pasadena, red road to the death of me. Killer Cali goons, westbound with the referee. Fidge on the beat and ain't a nigga that can step to me. No hands so high, so fly with a 4-5 that'll leave a hole in the sky in the sea.
It don't matter what you claiming, from niggas slanging rock to the niggas gang banging. West side, east side, north to the south, I put on for my city, guarantee, no doubt. West side, it's that Dean of love. It ain't nothing like that Dean of love. West side, it's that Dean of love. It ain't nothing like that Dean of love. It don't matter what you claiming, from niggas slanging rock to the niggas gang banging. West side, east side, north to the south, I put on for my city, guarantee, no doubt. West side, it's that Dean of love. It ain't nothing like that Dean of love. West side, it's that Dean of love. It ain't nothing like that Dean of love.
First off, I'd like to dedicate this to my son, to the WilsonBlock.net. I'd like to welcome you all. They watching that weed, the way that we speak, our dress code, our bad habits, the women we meet. My little man be like, Dad, who's this woman asleep? Couldn't you wait? You bring a date back to the pad when you with me. I try to provide 9 to 5, and then after I'm in the streets grinding them 3.5s for 40 flat. But he be memorizing my actions, adapting, black stocking cap under his blue Dodger fitted, his pants are sagging. I'm like, damn, I'm doing more damage than doing good. I ain't no father, just a role model for being hood. I should be more like Bump, the way he be treating Z. Said I'm a grown thug, and he a little G, and he be rhyming when we out driving, he's getting down, closing his eyelids for just like I did, but better now. Don't wanna let him down on my way of coming up. Fuck my career, I got a son, and that's what's up.
I know your light's gonna shine tomorrow. This what you're fighting for today. Coming up, watching those who love the struggle. If I need you every day, just survive. All we do ain't right. Don't have to make the same mistake when you're surrounded by the fire.
Yo, she fucking with cats. Oh, she got brains but no gown or cap. She got a face like, yo, who the hell is that? 2 little girls, 1 bedroom, no car, no transportation. Prays for an angel so she won't have to go down to pay rent. Addicted to clothes, tries to purchase but shit's declining. Flirt while her kids are crying with some jerk who probably buy it for her. Ain't it enough that he won't even try to look your daughters in the eye before he fucks you? The father bounced out of the picture, don't ever call or care to miss him. They're getting older, soon they'll be growing their mother's figure. But while their mama's stripping, who's gonna babysit them? Some prick hitting and touching, kicking and punching, screaming for Jesus' picture to to come off the wall and try to save them. They getting raped so young, can only change them, make them into a man-hater. You damn right you can't blame them, cause last night was their last night. The man changed them.
I know your light's gonna shine tomorrow. This what you're fighting for today. Coming up, watching those who love the struggle. We're fighting each and every day. Just to survive, all we do ain't right. You don't have to make the same mistake when you're surrounded by the fire. So get your flame, get your flame.
Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. And you are now tuned in to WilsonBlock 100 Radio. And we got your boy, Eric Williams, on the block with us today. What's good with it?
What's good with it, my dude?
Chilling. Yeah,
right.
Man. You know, we honored to have you here for this exclusive with
Thank
the
you.
WilsonBlock.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
I just want to thank you for, being flexible. You know what I'm saying? Really, making it happen.
Hey,
You know
we
what I
all
mean?
got to get it in when we can, right?
Absolutely.
So that's what we do.
No doubt. So, for our audience listening, man, can you just give us a quick background on yourself?
Well, man, I've been here in Dina since I was about 5.
Okay.
I've been in Altadena all my life, you know what I mean? Went to John Muir High School, graduated in 87,
Yeah, let
played
it be known,
football.
Stang, you feel me?
without a doubt. It's Stang or nothing. You know what I mean? So I know the HS and the Blair people, they say they schools, but we all
Right.
know, I don't know. You didn't go to Blair, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. But yeah, so I went to Muir, graduated in 87,
Okay.
played ball with some couple of famous people.
No
you
doubt.
know, and
You was on the basketball?
no, I played football.
Football,
Yeah,
okay.
I played football. We won 2 CIF championships.
Oh,
you know what I
thank you.
mean? So we went 14-0 one year, 13-1 one year. So
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, so did you actually play in the tussle?
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
I
there.
did.
You right.
Yeah, man. I mean,
No,
if you don't play in the tussle, you don't play.
Right,
So
right.
in my 11th grade year, I scored in the tussle. I was a corner
Okay,
and
no
picked
doubt.
up a fumble and ran it back.
thank
So,
you.
yeah. So I got.
So you got that footage?
You know what, man? I probably got the footage, but it's somewhere tucked away with a bunch of other
Right.
stuff. But
Oh
yeah,
man, you catch that,
so-
man. I gotta review that. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay, for sure. So
No doubt.
and then other than that, man, just been here in Dina, pretty much all my life.
Right.
Did some music for a while under the name EDuB.
EDuB, thank you.
Which is what really everybody in town know me as is EDuB. So,
Okay.
they know Eric Williams, but you say EDuB, they be like, oh yeah, EDuB, yeah, without a doubt.
Right.
So that's
No
what
doubt.
that is.
So you got any of that music still floating around, or you know?
I mean, I still got some for my personal stuff, but
Uh-huh.
really, man, the game done changed so much.
Right.
My stuff is dated.
Right, no doubt, no doubt.
I wouldn't even get into it.
So
get into it.
you would say you was really into it back in like 90s, early
Man,
2000s?
man, me and my dudes, man, Earl VC and Peyton Ewing, we really came out with our first thing, man, in like 85. Around 84, 85.
No doubt.
Is when we came out with our first little single.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
that's
So,
when
yeah.
hip hop was still,
Was new.
Absolutely.
So, they my boys say that, we was really the first ones credited with on the West Coast with like a conscious rap song.
Oh, no doubt.
So that's what my boys tell me, know.
Okay.
So I can take a little bit of credit for that, you
Right.
know. And then then the rap game changed. I did my thing, they kind of did their thing, and that was that.
So at what point did you kind of realize like, okay, I'm gonna go do something else?
As far as music, or
Yeah.
as far as
were you pursuing it like as a career? Or
I was, what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I was really pursuing music, man. When I started doing my solo thing, I hooked up with a manager, hooked up with my boy up that I was in the Air Force with up in Sacramento. I was doing a lot of shows up in the Bay Area and stuff.
Okay.
So I was kind of getting out there, and then
Right.
I hooked up with some folks down here, and then. From there, man, life started taking over.
Yeah.
Kids,
Reality
bills,
setting in.
responsibilities,
Right.
that kind of stuff. I always tell young cats, if you're going to do it while you young and you really don't have them responsibilities.
Exactly.
Once them bills and stuff start kicking in, then it's
Man.
like, okay, is it the bills and the wife and the kids and the family, or is it me pursuing this dream? You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying? If you
exactly.
ain't taking care of one, then you slipping on the other.
Right.
So,
Real talk. You know, that just reminds me of, you know, when grown-ups used to tell me as a kid, like, you know, just worry about being a kid right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
you know, being a kid and growing up, you know, I hate to say it, but, you know, those people were right. You know what I mean?
Without doubt. Yeah. When you're a kid, you got to enjoy that because once them bills kick in, it's grown-up time.
Yeah.
You know, it's grown-up time.
Real talk, you got to adapt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it is, man. So, okay, and then you actually got into another profession. Like, I know you experimented with truck driving and things like that.
Man, I got turned on to this T-shirt thing, which is, you know, really why we're here today.
Right.
But,
yeah, I was, based
on my T-shirt thing. Through my boy, man. Y'all may even know him. His name is he used to go out there. Well, he still do by the name of Rob Love. He was doing this thing called Guerrilla Republic. Him and my godbrother John Long.
Okay.
JL is what they call him. So they really was the ones that turned me on to this whole T-shirt game.
Okay,
you
we
know?
are born and raised.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly. we are born and raised. Is what it is now. Exactly. You go get whatever you want. You know, design whatever you want, how you want it. You know. Yeah, I do all my own little personal stuff too. You know, designs and ideas.
So you create the designs.
Some designs I create. Some designs people come at me and say, "Hey, I want X, Y, and Z," and I say, "Okay," and flip it and kind of, you know, tweak it a little bit and make it how they want it.
Do you have like any formal, you know, design schooling or anything like that?
I don't have no design schooling. You know what I'm saying? And really, you know what my creativity, I think it comes from was when you're an artist, regardless of what kind of artist it was. I used to be a rap artist. Mm-hmm. So, you know, you have that creative vibe in you.
Exactly.
So now I think that creative vibe has been transferred over into what I do with these shirts now. You know what I'm saying? Creativity is creativity. Whatever form you choose to express it in.
Exactly.
Creativity is creativity.
Yes, sir. And then so you found another channel.
Avenue to channel my creativity.
No doubt, absolutely.
Which is these shirts, which I get a joy out of. Even if a lot of stuff I don't sell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just the idea of creating something and putting it out there, which is the same with music. You may do music, you know what I'm saying, and you like it, but maybe nobody else like it. But you put it out there because it's your creativity.
Exactly.
And that's really what you're doing it for, is for your creativity to be
absolutely
expressed.
Absolutely. You know, I gotta let you know, man, it was really, you know, I saw you doing the T-shirt thing, and then, you know, I heard the little, you know, the EDuB resurface, you know what I mean? And that's why I was like, man, this dude's an artist, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, let me reach out, you know what I mean? And you know, make it happen. So that's amazing, man, especially when, you know, you were able to, you know, see that in yourself, you know what I mean, and use it for the betterment of, you know what I mean?
Right.
'Cause some people, you know, we got gifts, especially a lot of gang members, man, they overlook their talents, and they sell themselves short, you know what I mean?
So caught up in the life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, you know, I just really want to commend you, you know, for finding that angle, you know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
But, you know, in regards to the T-shirts, you know, when I first came across them, you know, I was seeing, you know, Inglewood and Compton and Watts, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I just think that was a good hook, you know what I mean, that you created a brand that, you know, can, you know, be based out of anywhere. Exactly.
Well, you know, everybody like to represent their city.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what your city is, whether it's big, small, in between, country, rural, inner city, whatever it is, people like to represent where it is they from.
Right.
And so that was always my thing, to let people represent where it is they from.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Rep what you wear what you rep. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
So that's what I do.
So where do you pull inspiration from when you're like trying to come up with a new design, or when someone does bring something to you, like, you know, I'm sure a lot of times it's things you ain't done before.
Right. You know, man, you get inspiration from all over the place. A lot of times I'll go on the net if somebody says, "Hey, man, I got an idea for this or that or whatever." I'll say, "Okay, well, let me see what I can do." You know what I mean? I got a little cousin now who's suffering from cancer, and his mom called me and was like, you know, he really wants it would be nice if we could get him a shirt that say Cancer Warrior. You know what I mean? So I went online and found something like that had a cool, nice little design, changed it up a little bit. And, you know, I'm gonna print that up and send it to him. So,
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you just go out there and kind of find, you know, your creative niche.
Yeah, you know, and that's good that you're actually using it to help make a difference in other people's lives.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what makes it. That's what brings it home. You know what I mean?
Exactly. When you can do something like that, it really feels good sometimes to give. You know what I'm saying? They say that, and until you really do it, you know, you don't really know.
Right. Exactly.
I want to know if I can chime in a little bit.
Sure.
Is there any designs that you won't do? You know, like if someone comes to you with something like, a gothic or something, is there something you won't do? You refuse to do against your morals or religion?
If it's Donald Trump, he's not doing it. I'm gonna say that for him.
You know
No,
what?
baby.
You know what though? It's a trip, man, and because I on everything I love, I was just thinking about this the other day. I had posted I'm doing an Obama shirt right now.
Yeah, the 44.
Obama
Yeah, I actually wanted to
44.
bring that up. Good.
Beautiful. I saw
Leading into that. So I had posted that on because I got my own private Facebook site, and then I have a We Are Born and Raised site.
Right.
So when I did, Facebook has what's called a promotion thing where you can promote whatever
ads
pictures
and-
or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
So when I promoted the 44, the Obama 44, man, I got so many negative, racist comments
Really?
on this Obama 44 picture.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, I don't know if a lot of people know or whatever, but I did. And instead of, I think maybe a while ago, I just decided I wasn't going to be an internet bully and attack people and do stuff.
Right,
like
trying,
that.
right. Feed into it.
Right. So with all the attacks that people were making, instead of lashing back at them, I'm trying to sell them.
Right,
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? And so with that though, I'm not gonna lie to you, homie. I really start thinking like, you know what I should do? I should make up a website and sell Donald Trump stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man,
if them
that's
folks is gonna buy it, because this is real. I mean, racist people that own companies and whatnot, they're not going to say, okay, well, I'm a racist and I'm not going to sell to you black people. No, they say, you know what, I'm going to get your money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so
Exactly.
if white people is racist and they mad and they upset about this, you know what, if I can hide my face or whatever and put a product out there that they want and you going to give me the money, man, look, man, you know what I mean?
We gonna run it.
That's the truth. I don't think I do anything, really degrading people, or
exactly.
sexually explicit towards kids or women
right,
and stuff like that. That
right.
kind of stuff I wouldn't do.
Yeah,
but if it's within a certain realm where I can go out and make some money off of it, they're gonna pay for it. Man, I mean, we pay for stuff all day long.
Exactly. Exactly.
And what do they take and do with our money? They take it right out of our communities and put it into their communities and live the lives that they want to live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, speaking on that, let's touch on, putting money back into the community, you know what I mean, and recycling the black dollar, you know what I mean? Because I know, you're passionate about that.
That's why I really am, man. And I just decided, I went over to Perry's today. I just had lunch.
Shout out Perry.
Right, without a doubt. And it's a shame that we don't have more black businesses around town that's known, where you can say, okay, I'm going to go spend my money over here today, or I'm going to go spend my money over there today. Right. I know there's a flower shop that my girl Tiffany, her mom owns over there on right off of New York Drive and Lake. They've been there for a long time. There's a black fish spot down on Orange Grove, but other than that, man, I mean, it's really
very
just
few far between. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Where you can just go and say, okay, I'm gonna spend my money with y'all.
Right.
And of course we got barbershops.
Oh yeah, that's a given.
That's a given.
Like,
So, but as far as really other shops where we can spend our money, there is none. And go ahead.
Yeah, let me ask you this, man, because I'm all for cultural diversity, but I also understand. I also have understanding, what I mean, with different cultures and empowering the culture, you know what I mean? Right. But one of the biggest flaws I see in the black community as far as economic stimulation and things like that is that, a lot of our black women are in the nail shops that are not owned by black women.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's, to me, that is a root problem. You know what I mean? To a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed. You know what I mean? What do you have to say about that?
Well, why is it that we won't own a shop like that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's the problem with us? I don't know if it's a thing that they got a lock on that and they won't let us in.
It's something. It's something because I can really go any time of the day and just walk by there and I can guarantee you
it's gonna be some black women in there getting something done, nails, hair, whatever it is.
And no disrespect to the Asian population,
but we don't own that though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And for whatever reason, we won't own a shop.
Man, I don't.
You know what I mean? It's like why somebody won't say, you know what? I'm gonna start a beauty salon shop. I mean, a hair product shop or whatever.
Well, Eric, I've been in Pasadena since the '60s.
Okay.
Since '62, but I remember in the late '70s, early '80s, there was a lot of black-owned nail shops.
Really?
But the main complaints that most African Americans said their prices were too high, or their job wasn't thorough enough, their nail will fall off the same day, the next day. So I think the Asians found a way where I can lower my prices and give you a much better quality job. And I think that's what.
Yeah, but you know, they really took the whole thing. I mean, the salon and the supply.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not just hair and nails, but all of it.
But see, you know what? That's. I mean, as far as when you say, you know, people say, well, that's too high, you know, or this is too high. That trips me out sometimes, because we'll go out and we'll go to a quote unquote white person shop or whatever. They'll say, okay, that belt is $150. Okay, no problem. And shell out that $150.
Exactly.
But yet you go over to Wayne's shop right here on Lincoln, and Wayne say, hey man, the shirt is $15. Oh, come on, Wayne, man. Man, can't you give me that for 10? Can't you give me that for 9? You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah,
you
come
know.
on, man, take care of me. So we'll, with no problem, give our money to anybody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But the minute we say the price is something, then we want to haggle and try to bring the price down. I mean, I deal with that, you know, from time to time with shirts. Your price is this and that. Well, man, look, that's what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we got the shirt you did for us on it, and it was a great deal. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
that was really like, you sure it's not more? Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, I try to take care of folks. You know what I'm saying? I want folks to like the work that I do, and I want them to come back. So I try to give folks, you know, the best deals that I can.
Right. And I noticed something that you do, Eric, that a lot of T-shirt makers don't do. You're very keen on detail. You know, like
it gotta be right.
Small, and that's something I appreciate.
It gotta be right.
It's not so much about the expense; it's the quality.
Right.
You know, the precise.
Exactly.
If it's not right, they're gonna be like, oh man, EDuB over there selling that whoop-de-whoop.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You know, selling that garbage.
Man.
That's what you don't want to hear. Because
look,
all it takes.
look, man, I didn't want to go on Cafe Press or something like that and get a Hanes T-shirt or Fruit of the Loom or a AAA.
Right.
You know, when I hollered at you, I was like, look, man, we need the Pro Club. You like, I got the Pro 5 for you. Even better.
Tight neck.
You know how the neck got to be.
Exactly.
The neck can't hang. You know what I mean? Can't be drunk. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, no, I'm gonna give you what you want, man.
No
you know?
doubt.
And that's what okay, I was going to say, I got a little bee problem over there. I didn't want to head over there with the bees.
Okay,
But
yeah, he'd be all right. But, So just back on the economic thing.
Right.
What are some things you think we can do better as a people? You know what I mean?
Man, you know, we so divided as a people, man. It's really hard, man. And I mean, even for me to say, okay, well, we got to start spending with each other. Okay, well, where are we going to spend that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because we don't have that. You know, then you say, okay, well, we need to come together. Man, it's so hard for us to come together. Dina, as small as it is, man, we have a gang problem that's like really out of control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
The gang problem, and like I told my partner Rob a long time ago, what gang violence is really based on is retaliation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's all it really is retaliation, because you have this dude that killed this dude's uncle. So now he mad. So now he go and kill this other dude's cousin. And
it's a never-ending cycle.
And now it's a never-ending cycle, because you can have a Crip from Altadena get along with a Blood from Inglewood.
Right.
Because other than the red and the blue, there's no real violence between them.
Right.
But once you have that violence,
once you add that factor in there,
once you add that factor of, okay, well, this person did this to one of my people, then it's that violence that's in between them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's what really gang violence is about, man. And because the town is so small, you know what I'm saying? You got Crips, you got Crips that's related to Bloods that's related to Crips, but you know, folks can't get along.
Right.
Because your homeboy killed my homeboy. Okay, well your homeboy killed my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, it's tough in Dina, man.
Yeah, it is, man. And it's sad because you see some of these cats that are so committed, you know what I'm saying, that you see that, you know, they're gonna have to live that out. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, there's nothing you could really tell them. You know what I mean? And when you see that, it's sad, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
But you know, I know that. So would you say that, you know, gang violence or the result of gang violence has been one of the, you know, reasons why we black people have kind of fell short out here?
you know, man, it's not just the gang violence. I mean, it's jobs, it's schools, it's you know, it's all that. It's all that together. Really, like with jobs, you know what I'm saying? I think jobs may be at the heart of everything.
Yeah.
Because if folks ain't working, you know what I'm saying?
Making money.
Kids, especially, so young dudes, if they ain't working,
They
then
gotta
it's
be.
like, okay, then what else am I gonna get into?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And before, back in the 80s and the 90s, when I was coming up, you know, it was the dope game. You know what I mean? The dope game in Dana was something incredible.
Man.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, man. You used to see the big thing used to be Suzuki trucks. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the dualies.
Right.
Dualies, man. Dudes you
Nigga,
see
the double,
with both.
the dual
man,
gas tank,
the
all
dual
that.
gas, man, the little Suzuki Jeeps, all that, man. Dudes was around here really getting some money, man, with that and that dope game back in the 80s. But along with that, you know, it was a lot of folks got killed with that
Right.
too.
So I mean, you was here when it hit, right?
Without a doubt, man.
Were you able to tell that it hit?
Oh yeah, because you could see the influx of money.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
You could
Well,
see
see,
people,
I was a '90s baby, so you got to excuse me.
Well,
So you
yeah,
know,
man,
I already
mean,
came. It was there. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
no, you can see, you know, when dudes is coming to school with Gucci outfits and Louis Vuitton this and
Right.
Louis Vuitton
Knowing
that.
moms ain't providing
Yeah,
all that.
you know what I'm saying? You know, you're not getting it, and you know it's custom made stuff. Dudes
Right.
coming fitted all the way up, and you like, that's the dope game.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what it was. The police wasn't really on it yet, so dudes was really getting that money.
Right.
You know, but then once everybody got hip and things started to change, you know, but yeah, the dope
And so
game was
I'm sure
real.
you seen cats that, you know, had their little runs and then.
Without a doubt.
You know?
I'm not gonna say no names, but
Right.
yeah, I know dudes that have had their runs and dudes that now if you seen them now, you know what I'm saying, you would be like, that dude used to sell dope.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, not this dude.
Man,
you know what I mean?
I'm talking about dudes in prominent positions today.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? In prominent positions. And you'd be like, him? You're like, yeah, him.
No
And
doubt.
he made it out. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody makes it out.
Right,
You know
exactly,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
But a few cats do. You know.
So, you know, all in all, what would you say, you know, are just, you know, some of your biggest concerns, you know what I'm saying, in the Dina community? Because, you know, Dina is the community. It ain't
Man,
just, you know.
You know what it is that a lot of people moved out when the housing market crashed.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, you know, when it was going up and everybody was selling out. You know what I'm saying? They was offering all kinds of money. And people was like, okay, yeah, we'll take that. And everybody moved out to the IE.
Right.
You know
Or
what
the
I'm saying?
AV.
Yeah,
Right.
either IE or the AV, where everybody moved. Now, you can't get back into Dana.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
You can't get back. I remember some years ago I read in the paper, and they were saying that Pasadena, Altadena was like the blackest city around for like miles. Outside of LA.
Right.
We had the highest population.
Like Inglewood,
of blacks.
like
Yeah,
that.
Exactly. we had like the highest population of blacks right out here.
Wow.
But now, man, back in the day, I mean, I don't know. You said you've been out here since 62, man. Back in the day when the dope game, man, you couldn't walk down Summit.
Right.
You couldn't just walk down Raymond.
I know this.
You couldn't
I
just
know
be
this.
out and, you know, walking down
Right.
by the manor.
Right.
Man, nowadays you see white people and their dogs and babies 7, 8 o'clock at night walking down Summit, walking down Raymond. You're like, man, what is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's
And
crazy.
with no fear.
That's real talk.
They
though.
at Washington Park having
Man,
parties. And,
real
like,
t-
man, for real? What is this? But you know what I'm saying?
That's how it is today.
That's how much Dana has changed.
Man.
You know
real
what I'm
talk.
saying?
Real talk.
The influx of Caucasians and Asians, you know what I'm saying, have turned the prices up.
There was once upon a time where Altadena on this side, this was predominantly black. You know, there was hardly any Hispanics or whites. You know, the whites that moved out and the blacks that
moved
came
in.
in.
Yeah.
But when that market crashed, that changed a whole lot of things.
That leveled the field.
Man, and folks sold out and got out. And
Now, you know, a lot of
folks
these
came
people,
in.
a lot of these homeowners, were people that, you know, they bought way back. You know what I
Right.
mean? When it was, it was always expensive. You know what I mean? But
not-
still.
I mean, it was expensive for the time.
Right.
My parents, it's a house that we still own up on Alicia. My parents paid in 70. It's like 70. Let's see, my sister was born. She's not 73. In 73, my parents paid, I want to say $20,000 for their house up on Alicia. That house now today is worth like $600,000.
I got something better than that. My mom and grandparents, they bought a duplex in Pasadena in 1974 for $13,000.
Yeah. $13,000. Yeah.
Wow.
And I remember their mortgage payments was $113 a month.
Yeah. That's how it used to be. And that's why, it was so many blacks out here. Yeah. But back then they had good jobs, or, there was at least decent jobs. Right. I remember my pops used to get up and drive out to Xerox. He worked for the Xerox Corporation, and he used to get up and he had a little Volkswagen Bug, and pops beat it out to Xerox. You know what I'm saying?
Where were they located?
Xerox was out in El Segundo.
Okay, yeah, that's a cool little commute.
Exactly. He used to make it out to El Segundo. That's before they had a 105. They didn't know nothing about a 105.
Wow.
Yeah, so he had to either take the 110 down the Century, and go all the way across, or come down the 405 and go. But yeah, they didn't have no 105.
That 405 always been a mess.
So so you take that Century across.
Right. All right, no doubt. Real quick, we're gonna take a quick break. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But when we come back, I want to talk more about people that you looked up to. You know what I'm saying? More inspirational based things. Okay. And then what you ultimately want to accomplish through your artistic endeavors. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And Wilson Block 100 Radio. I got your boy Eric Williams on the block, and we'll be right back.
All right.
All the drug dealers in the hood want to invest in me.
G-Lounge, reporting live from Pasadena, California.
No bitch rap, what's happening, my nigga?
Born and raised on the turf, man. I ain't just moved here.
Catching on page, nigga.
Spitting better than I do.
Rose City on mines, nigga.
Bet only Dina niggas know what I'm speaking when I say back in the day I used to smoke that Joe Jenkins. Or when I rap about Woodbury and Lincoln. Or when I say I'm to the Elks for the weekend. Academy movie theaters I used to sneak in. Thunderbird and Kool-Aid was my drink then. Ray Brownie, Dina Kingpin. P had to rep the turf, I got it inked in. Summer Street, baby, late 80s, early 90s. Pizza Man, don't deliver, hood was too grimy. See, I don't just rap it, man, I was raised in it. Star News, gang fight, front page with it. House party, handgun by my leg with it. Rolling weed on the porch, Smokey and Craig with it. Outfit, a lot of red in it. That's how I give it up for niggas 110 and up. You know, I'm reppin' for the town on this one. From Woodbury on down on this one. Tell me when to go, I'm about to clown on this one. City of the Rose, Dina boys in the building.
Dina boys in the building. Dina boys in the building. Dina boys in the building. Dina boys in the building. I'm from a bold city with a bowl that y'all know is so pretty. Rose City, Pasadena, yeah, we so gritty. Yeah, we bullies with them fullies, fuck with no simmies. Where it's a breeze to get them grams, but I don't know Jimmy. Catch me in a semi with a 450, doing donuts like I don't care if 5-0 get me. Joey Brown is a veteran, school of hard knocks and the flame on Letterman. Who remember the mini mart? Who remember scrapping with the essays down in Villa Park? I remember holding a Tech 9 until the spark, but I don't need that. I jump in the ocean to kill a shark. I'm a Dina boy to the death of me. Y'all OCD, y'all really don't wanna mess with me. I got stripes from the east to the west of me. All the drug dealers in the hood wanna invest in me, cause they know I got flow and the weaponry. The schoolies, noopies, foolish enough to test the G. I fear no man from Pharaohs to Rosecrans, cause I got friends from the top and the low end.
You know we reppin' for the town on this one. From Woodbury on down on this one. Tell me when to go, I'm about to clown on this one. City of the Rose, Dina boys in the building.
Dina boys in the building. Dina boys in the building. Dina boys in the building. Dina boys in the building.
I think I'm DT, nigga. Big Edo. G-Loft, nigga. That's my people. Straight out. Mississippi, my nigga Mike Towns. We from the hood, and you know we bout to put it down. I'm in the Porky Beans, nigga. King Manners. Bagging up grams, listen to them scanners. Niggas on the front porch with them hammers. It won't put you on your back, boy, it body slam you. I know that real Ed. Edward Jones. DT, nigga, you coming home. My heart still pumping, never skipped a beat. And snitch niggas don't last on these fucking streets. I know that money dirty, but that flow clean. Miami Heat, I'm on that dream team. I'm like LeBron James, he like Dwayne Wade. Street ballers in a sense, niggas get paid.
Life take us on different journeys. Dina, where I landed at. Played the cards I was dealt. Nah, I won't give it back. Early 90s, you can find me up at HS. Fresh dress, new J's, ballin' like a full press. My bro gave me sacks to sell to the seniors. Committing felonies to get pressed. New era cleaners. I was trying to get it. Graduated to a sentence. Living on the low. Kept a nigga in the trenches. Took my niggas OT to show them how I get down. Out of town, I'm Larry Brown. AC to C-Town. Catch me all over. But Dina's where I'm headed to. Force fed the game, so a little bit ahead of you. Trey said where Dina at. Nigga, we whoopin'. Gang banging and sack slanging. They thinking we troopin'. Yeah, we spread wingers on the chicken and get bread. G-Life grab Dina, boy juice. Nigga, enough said.
You know we reppin' for the town on this one. From Woodbury on down on this one. Tell me when to go, I'm about to clown on this one. City of the Rose, Dina boys in the building.
Dina boys in the building. Dina boys in the building. Dina boys in the building. Dina boys in the building.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to Wilson Block 100 Radio. I'm your host, Mr. Wilson, and we got Eric Williams.
What up, what up, what up?
Yes, sir. So, real quick, man, I just really want to go on record as saying that I'm really proud of the T-shirts that we got from you.
Okay.
Really proud of the quality, really proud of the detail, you know what I mean, the work that you've done.
Appreciate it.
So, if y'all listen out there, go ahead and check out wearebornandraised.com, common spelling, and you go ahead and order you something, you know what I mean? And you do custom orders, go ahead and call it in. But speaking of We Are Born and Raised, how did you come up with the title?
You know, really I had wanted to just use the name like Born and Raised,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
You had to make it distinctive.
right, when I started going on the, what is that, the website where you search names and all that stuff.
GoDaddy.
GoDaddy,
Right.
exactly. When I went through GoDaddy.
Oh, bornandraised.com is...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's out of there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, well, man, what am I going to do? How am I going to change this
But
stuff?
you didn't
know what
try
I'm
like
saying?
bornandraisedapparel.com or a .net or something like that?
I don't even think I tried none of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something just was like, okay, well, we are born and raised.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we are born and raised in Denton. We are born and raised in Compton. We are
Right.
born and raised in Inglewood. Or,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hawthorne, you know what I mean?
Yeah, wherever it is, that's where we are born and raised.
Right.
At.
And then it's inclusive.
Right.
You know what I mean? With the we are. You
And
know?
it's a long name. I know that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? There's some folks be like, God dang, matter of fact, my old manager told me, she's like, you know, the name, your title is longer than all the than the whole alphabet.
What?
It's more letters, yeah.
www.wearebornandraised.com.
Is longer than the alphabet.
It's more
I
than
think what she
26
said.
letters.
Yeah, I want to say she said it's more than 26 letters.
Damn.
So,
Well, she was probably just figuratively speaking, though.
no, I think she was telling the truth.
We are born. Yeah, I got to count that.
Yeah, we gotta count it up, but I'm pretty sure because I tripped one time. Like, damn, is it really?
Yeah, we are born and raised. Yeah, and you spelling and out. Yeah, I mean, it gets kind of long,
Yeah,
man.
it gets kind of long. So sometimes that's a kind of turn off. Somebody's
Right,
like, man,
but you know what? I got a
type all that
solution
in.
for you. We'll talk about it off the record.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But yeah. So you was like, okay, I'm just gonna call it We Are Born and Raised.
Yeah,
And
with that, and just started, like I said, started promoting it from there. The very first shirts I did was the Altadena shirts. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, Pasadena, because that's where I'm from.
Right,
I'm
right.
from right here in this town. So
No doubt.
if I'm gonna sell it, I had to sell it to the people around me first,
Right.
and then move out from there.
Exactly. So you actually had a couple side ones too. Like there was We Are Born and Raised, and there was another one. It was kind of like another line you were doing.
Oh, Just a Kid, you know what I'm saying?
Just a Kid from.
Just a
Thank
Kid,
you.
Which,
Thank
you.
you.
Which we all know their signs. There was I think one of the sports drinks dude does the Just a Kid from whatever. But I saw it and was like, man, you know what? People might like that on the show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? see something and be like, you know what? Somebody might like that on a shirt.
Man,
You
real
know what
talk.
I mean? And I figure out a way to put it on a shirt.
Man,
Which
you know
is where creativity comes in. You'll be like, oh, well, that's somebody else's idea. Well, yeah, but they didn't put it on a shirt.
Right.
They didn't take the time to figure out the right way to put it on a
monetize
shirt.
that.
Exactly.
Right, exactly. And, you know, I like how you're able to, you know, remain transparent, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
through all of it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because, you know, me, I'll be like, you know, Pasadena music scene is bing bing, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like, you know, so
right.
cats be like, man, you know, but, you know, I understand, you know what I
Right.
mean, that, you know, that transparency, you got to be able to keep that, you know, to appeal to all, you know, all different types. So, the Just a Kid is not as, you don't do that one as much as We Are
As
Born
much
and
as not as much as We Are Born and Raised. I get some sales here and there. Matter of fact, I really had some out of town sales with the Just a Kid from.
Right.
I think a young lady ordered one that said Just a Kid from Town or something like that. They were like in Minneapolis or Chicago, someplace like that. You know what I'm saying? She's a I can't remember the young lady's name, but she patronizes black business.
Oh, no
which
doubt.
is good, you
Yeah.
know. And she came to my site and was like, you know what, I like your shirts.
Right. She was like, I need my city right there, huh?
You know what I'm saying? And she bought not only hers, you know, but she bought like her brother some shirts. Her brother, and I think like her
nice.
cousin some shirts. You know
Awesome.
what I'm saying? After she had got one of the first ones I did, she
Right.
was like, okay, now I'm gonna come back and get with you.
No
and that's what she
doubt.
came back and got for her.
What city was it?
Town. I can't remember.
Well, you know you said Minneapolis, so.
Yeah, but it was whatever the city was. It was the abbreviation for something else. One was Alexandria, and then the other one was Town, which I don't know what Town may be. That, you know, abbreviation for something.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like if A Town, we was like this is A Town or P Town. You know,
Right.
we know it as Pasadena,
Right.
Pasadena, but everybody else would be like, well, what is that? You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So,
exactly.
but whatever it was, she bought the shirts and supported, and I appreciate her for that.
No doubt.
You
No
know.
doubt. So let me ask you, and I know this is kind of like a question I should have asked already, you know what I mean, based off of where we are now, but, you know, what actually led you to get started? Did you put the site up first, or did you actually slang a shirt, and what actually pushed it?
This is a trip. So my boy Lanier Stewart, DJ Severe,
Okay.
which is the DJ for the Dodgers.
Oh,
You know what I'm
nice.
saying?
Shout
That's-
out.
Yeah, without a doubt. That's my dude. We again, somebody another Stang.
Right.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? He actually had a shirt. He had this shirt, the born and raised Pasadena shirt, and he was on Facebook with it. And I was like, man, I need that shirt. Where'd you get it from? He's like, man, I can't remember. I got it through some whatever. Somebody was doing something, and a bunch of people start saying, man, I want that shirt. I want that shirt. I want that shirt. So I saw maybe 15, 20 people saying, man, I want that shirt.
Wow, but it was just simpler. It wasn't that design at all. It was...
Yeah, no, it was this.
Really?
Yeah, it was this. And I said, do y'all really want that shirt? And everybody was like, yeah. I said, man, if y'all serious and y'all want that shirt, I'll have that shirt for y'all. I'll have that shirt for y'all. And that's what started me down this
Oh,
path.
no doubt. And so they
You know
were
what I'm
actually like, and
Yeah.
followed through.
And people followed through.
Man.
And from that, you know, that just led to, you know, the shirt that, like you said, that he had was just out to dinner.
Right.
But from, you know, I expanded it to Compton, Watts, and
Right,
to every place else.
And
You
you've
know what
actually
I'm
had sales in these different areas.
damn near everywhere.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
no doubt.
Even if it ain't been 30 or 40, you know, maybe 2 or 3 sales here. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
exactly.
For people to see it and be like, oh, damn, where'd you get that shirt from? And somebody say, oh, okay, well, yeah, go to this site. He got this, he got that, he
Right.
got whatever city. So,
And that's
you
cool.
know.
I mean, really, you know, anyone you get from any particular city lets you know, okay, someone from that city
Right.
acknowledged the brand.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's
Which is cool.
big. Exactly.
Yeah.
So really, that's a high percentage as far as that city go. You know what I mean? In a way. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? No doubt. So, are you actually familiar with the other local clothing brands?
There is my boy Dale Evan, which does Dina Boy and Dina Girl.
Shout out.
And then I know that there was another one I saw on your on the site one time. I can't remember.
Yeah, that was your boy, the Pasadena-ish. I Stay Hustling is I think his name Marcus, G Marcus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I know my boy E Will. He's doing something now called something about your hood. What I think it said, what hood are you from, or something like that. On his, and then on the back I think it says like manhood or something like that.
Heavy.
Yeah, E Will got something real
No
dope.
doubt.
Right
Shout
now.
out E Will, man.
Right.
We waiting on the interview, man.
Right. So you know E Will.
Man, we know E Will,
Without a
man. You
doubt.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
I know E Will through Otto Evans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Dale
Otto
brother,
and Dale,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? Y'all already know what's going on right now.
Right, without a doubt. So yeah, he will is doing something with something with the hood shirt.
Yeah.
So you know, I mean, it's a couple folks around town that's doing their thing.
Right.
Oh, my boy Big S, right around the corner, Sean, he do shirts too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he really has a brand, but he does shirts. He does a lot of stuff for his son, which is DJ Kiss.
Okay, yeah, you talking about Sean. Yeah, I know exactly what you talking about.
Yeah, Lil Kiss my
No
dude.
doubt.
So yeah, they right up there. He helped me out with a lot of stuff when I first got started. Big S really helped me out, you know, with understanding this too.
No doubt, yeah, man. I've seen, you know, Big S, or that's what you call him, Sean. You know what I mean? But, you know, I mean, I remember, you know, he had the little red carpet opening down there when he had his salon over there on Union.
Big S done did all kind of stuff. Right. Big S done owned a little bit of everything. So yeah.
Real talk. And, you know, I just really, you know, from a third party or outside looking in, you know what I mean? I think he does good. You know, he's a good parent, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, these days, you know, we got babies having babies, you know what I mean? I just appreciate that, you know what I mean? And, you know, you got your kid doing real things, man.
Exactly.
Like, you know, he held down the Black History Parade, and he's done, you know, a slew of other things, you know what I mean?
S is Lil S, which is Kiss. You know, he's really popular in the community. He does a lot of stuff, which is really good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gives back.
Absolutely.
So, you know, we definitely appreciate that.
And he actually got a good image. Like, it's actually dope. You know what I mean? He got the stereo, like Radio Raheem. And, you know what I mean? Like, he doing his thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, got to respect it. I actually reached out, trying to get the interview. I got to follow back up with him. You know what I mean? But, you know, big shout out to DJ Kiss and, you know, Sean and, you know, the whole family. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt.
But, yeah, man. So, you know, back on the clothing, man. What would you say you're trying to accomplish with it ultimately? I mean, of course, the goal is to make money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, just like you said, you were able to, you know, present that T-shirt for, you know, someone who was suffering from cancer, things like that.
Right.
You know.
You know, man, with clothing, I think it's just really a way for me to continue to express my creativity.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really have. I mean, it's a clothing. It's more really of just a T-shirt printing business.
Yeah.
Even though we are born and raised, is like maybe like my signature thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a Sean John. It ain't a
Not
Rockefeller.
yet.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, that's not really what I'm striving for.
Right, I feel it.
You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
it.
That's not really
Yeah.
my goal. Is to be a major fashion designer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I can print T-shirts and be happy. People, you know, a lot of things that I'm doing now are people coming to me and they say, "Oh, I want this saying on it," you know, or "I want that saying," or "I want this," or "I want that," and that's cool with me. You know what I mean?
Do you see it going anywhere else? Like, do you think it'll turn into something else?
You know, I wouldn't mind if it did. There's one more. Well, there's probably a couple of more machines that I want to get. One is a direct to garment printer.
Okay.
Which, you know, the direct to garment, it probably runs about 15 to 20 racks. You know what I'm saying? But that direct to garment that's that thing.
But and
You know
it's
what
for
I'm saying?
mass production?
No, I mean, you can do mass production, but with that direct to garment, if it's a picture of the three of us right here, it's going to be the picture of the three of us right here on that shirt.
Direct, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Full color. Me and you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what
right.
you see when you see people, you know, when you see shirts like that with full color pictures, you know, nice crystal clear pictures. Sometimes that's that direct to garment.
Yeah, and so you're not
costs.
But you don't need transparencies and color palettes and things like that.
You run it through this machine. Yeah, you run it through this digital machine and with the ink. Yeah. With the ink, and it prints it out on there.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like two things you got to get. You got to get that printer, and then you got to get this other machine that you run the shirt through first to whatever the process is, get it ready, to get it printed on.
No
know
doubt.
what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And you do that. So that would probably be my last thing that I would really want to get is to get that direct to garment.
Yeah.
You know. And
to simplify the whole process. I mean, you'd be saving. That'd be like.
The only problem they say with the direct to garment is that the ink cartridges cost so much, like $80, $90.
Oh yeah, I mean, even for regular printers, you know, the ink is, you know, that's why, like, if you do a lot of printing, go ahead and just get an industrial printer.
Right.
You're gonna save in the long run.
You'll save in the long run. Right.
But you always got to figure out your ratios. You know what I mean? Your checks and balances, I guess. You know what I mean?
Right.
What happens is you'll end up putting more than you'll get back, which happens to a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? But you know, artists, and that's why to be an artist, you got to love what you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's the definition. That's the thing that separates, people that just do it.
Oh, there go Kiss
Oh
right
man,
there.
on everything. Man, that was cool. That was actually Sean, huh?
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
no doubt. Man, they got the little van on deck. Okay,
he got the DJ Kiss van back in action.
Well, honey, so let's talk about this. We're gonna wrap it up in a second,
Okay.
but I want to talk to you about some of the influential figures in your life, people that kind of helped you get to where you are. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us we can't get here by ourselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt.
And from my point of view, I'd say you're a successful person. You know what I'm saying? Just because you got it mentally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I see it on different levels. You know what I mean? So if there's anybody you'd like to
Well, definitely, my moms, both my pop, both my dads were there. They were always, there to keep me on that straight. And moms,
Right.
really, you know what I'm saying? Your
No
mom's
doubt.
always going to be like, man, you shouldn't be doing this, and you shouldn't be doing that, and are you
Right.
doing this, and are you doing that? So moms definitely, in football, my coach, Coach Brownfield, you know what I'm saying, was definitely a big inspiration in my life.
No doubt.
He gave me that on time thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing where me and a lot of guys that I talked to that I played ball with at that time, we have a real thing for being on time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is because that's what he instilled in us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, excuse
Don't
me
be
for
like,
being a minute late to the
well,
interview
no,
today.
No, I'm talking about for myself though. You know what I'm saying? He always tells us, leave early because you never know what might happen, and that way you still be there on time.
Exactly.
So definitely my coach Brownfield, my boy Didi Moore, used to be the quarterback for Mir. Back in the day, he died some years ago.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? He was my next door neighbor since I was like 5 years old. He was the
Okay.
one who first really got me into music.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
no
When
doubt.
I first started rapping, it was him.
What?
Because we lived like right next door to each other. So he would play music, and then he'd be like, "Well, come on, do this and do that and whatever." And, you know what I'm saying?
So he was just an older kid back then.
Yeah, because I think D was maybe 3 years older than me.
Okay. Yeah, because he was the quarterback at Mir. I mean, that's heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was the dude though. So he graduated. D graduated in 83. He left in I want to say D left in 83, and I came in like that September. No, D may have left in like 82 or 83, and I came in like 84. Or whatever. So
Okay.
he was just a few years older than me,
Right.
but that was really my big brother.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
100.
D was the first dude that took me up to Vegas. Hey, trip this. We left from here going to Vegas. We played the Formula by the DOC from the whole damn trip. From LA to Vegas. We played the same song because we love that song so damn much. The Formula. And D was into music, so he really was the one that got me into music like
Right.
that. I mean,
that's when hip hop was fresh still.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't even like
exactly.
10 years old, right?
No, it wasn't, because it might have been right around.
Right.
So you figure 77, and so
Right,
yeah,
right.
so
Give or
yeah,
take,
no,
you
you're
know.
right. Yeah, it wasn't even 10 years
Right.
old yet. Yeah, 80, 83, 84. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, could you really say? I mean, hip hop 77, right?
Right.
You can't even say 76.
I mean, you probably could,
Right.
but I mean, for what I guess, like when it really hit the scene,
Right,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Everybody credits like
77. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, of course, of course, it got to be someplace where it started. When
Exactly.
somebody was kicking around doing whatever. But
Right.
everybody credits, 77.
Right. So yeah, man, Dan, it's interesting. Not to go, not to like date this thing, but like, before Young Cats was on hip hop, what was they doing in the 60s, man? They was.
You know what? I mean, I'm a late 60s baby. I'm
Okay.
68. So, really.
So the 70s is really when you was like.
Yeah, when I
coming.
started coming up, and I mean, I listened to all kind of music, man. I remember the Bee Gees. I remember Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band. I remember, just whatever was kind of popular back
Right.
then. You know what I'm saying? Disco or whatever. I really didn't even get hip to like funk, like Zapp and
Right.
and Roger Troutman and all that kind of stuff. I didn't really get hip to that, man, until I got older and started hanging out. A lot of my family is from DeWarty. So when I started going out there hanging with them is when I really got turned on to a lot of Parliament, a lot of Zapp, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Because they was gang banging and into that type of music and stuff.
Exactly.
And
That
turned
funk
me
was
on to
that
that.
real.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They turned me on to that, and I was like, damn. This is you know what I'm saying? This is something different, and that's
Right.
where I kind of found my niche and my groove, and kind of flow with it from there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No doubt. That's what it is. All right, so, we're going to have to, speed it up here.
Okay.
You got any, positive, inspiring words for, entrepreneurs or artists out there that's, working on their craft?
Man, whatever you do, just, make sure you enjoy doing what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And enjoy doing what you're doing, and it won't feel like a job. It won't feel like a struggle.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Regardless, I know people always say, regardless of what anybody tells you, do this and do that or whatever, man, just do you.
Right.
You
No
know
doubt.
what I mean? And stay focused on your goals and your dreams, and, put out positive energy to the universe, and they say that positive energy will come back. That's what they say.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
So,
you know what I mean?
like, bring down on me. So,
Man, real talk.
you know.
But no, I feel you when you say, when your advice is, pursue what you love.
That's
you know what
it.
I'm saying? I mean, that's the only advice I could really give to anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not an expert in anything. You know what I mean? But, I can definitely relate to pursuing what I love to do.
Because this WilsonBlock is your thing.
It is, man.
know what I'm saying?
It's just my baby, man.
Exactly.
I can't imagine my life without it anymore. You know what I mean?
And one day we're gonna look up and be like, "Dang, I remember I did an interview with him
Man.
on the porch."
Hey,
And here
we
it is.
covered it against you, man.
You got a radio station and all kinds of major stuff. So
Yeah, man.
it's all possible.
I'm really trying to do it for the local music scene in Pasadena, Altadena, and right now all I need is a building. Once I get this building, I'm gonna put a fat Pasadena music scene up there, and it's gonna make a statement. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because we're gonna operate outside of the city's context. For the very reason that, we gonna dictate, the local music scene is gonna dictate who's a local artist out here. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but they just don't scout locally for talent. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
I just,
always been the case, though.
that ethnic bias, you know what I'm saying, that is in Pasadena, Altadena. So, we want to bridge that gap, you know what I mean? Because, the reason I do this is because I'm the cat that need this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the artist that I advocate for. You know what I mean? So I'm sure there's other artists out here that need someone that could just put it together.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's really where it is. So yeah, we're going to wrap it up. Eric Williams, has been great. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it,
Yes,
my
sir.
dude.
Thanks for coming
I'm
through.
glad we was finally able to do this.
Yes,
man.
sir.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I was just like, man, I hope this dude don't think I'm BSing,
Nah,
man. Like,
hey, we always busy, man, because we got lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even though this is our craft, this is what we love.
Exactly.
The stuff that goes on around this, you know what I'm saying, that sometimes, it just prevents, it's just life.
Right, exactly.
It's just life.
And that was like a wall for me. I was just like, I want this interview. You know what I mean? Like, no, I gotta get this one. Percy knows.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been awesome. Big shout out. I really appreciate everything you're doing with your clothes and everything. And we definitely got to leave up out of here with a couple. We got to get something. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I see what I got in there.
No doubt. Hey, look, if all you got is a large, I'm taking it. You know what I mean? If you got a medium, I'm taking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can go there and see what I got. It's something.
No doubt. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all check out wearebornandraised.com and get a shirt. Repping your town. You know what I'm saying? And show that pride. Demonstrate that pride in your city. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's what it is. WilsonBlock 100 Radio, son. We out.
Thank you.
Yeah. The Academy, what's up? Yeah. Hopping in my whip, pockets filled with chips, cup full of Hennessy. This blunt got me lit with a bad chick, hands on, she feeling me. Shawty wanna head west in my hood, filled with skinny niggas, D-Bows and shoes. We hard to kill on the west side. You gotta be with it cause it's do or die. To my hustlers stacking cash, making runs and copping fast. They keep that work stuffed in them bags. For the fools that's quick to clap, they keep them on their lap. Cross them and they leave your man a flag. To my trappers, I salute you. My gunners, I salute you. Street soldiers, I salute you. I'm a real one to salute. I know, you know, West Coast, my gangsters. Welcome to my world.
to my world. To my trappers, I salute you. My gunners, I salute you. Street soldiers, I salute you. I'm a real one to salute. I know, you know, West Coast,
NJ3 with the KID, GFE till I DIE. One reason I can't agree, cause I'ma do this music to the death of me. He ain't straight, gon' hate, perpetrate, jaws will break. Matter of fact, these niggas are snakes, and that's probably the reason why they act fake. West side and we with it. Dina boys and dick, where they make money, take money, and it's cutthroat and it stay sunny. Hustle, hustle, double, double, make the money bubble. Cause if you ain't hustling, you in the struggle.
To my hustlers stacking cash, making runs and copping fast. They keep that work stuff in them bags. For the fools that's quick to clap, they keep them on their back. Cross them and they leave your melon flat. To my trappers, I salute you. My gunners, I salute you. Street soldiers, I salute you. I'm a real one to salute. I know, you know, West Coast. We so easy to identify. Background is explicit. Cutthroats, no fear, look them in the eye. So far from being timid. Do you hear me? The life that we live is gangster. Turned up and so with it. The life that we live is gangster. Turned up and so with it. So with it. To my hustlers stacking cash, making runs and copping fast. They keep that work stuffed in them bags. For them fools that's quick to flag, they keep them on their back. Cross them and they leave your melon flat. To my trappers, I salute you. My gunners, I salute you. Street soldiers, I salute you. I'm a real one to salute. I know, you know, West Coast, don't play.
Cause dark days are upon thee. Dark days are upon me. As I sink my mind in these pages, blind rages come over me from agitation. Rhyme courageous, design mazes set up by the wisdom of the system. As detective joke about the body of a murder victim. Dark days are upon thee. So my Glock got kicked like Chun-Li. And don't ask what my gun be. It's concealed, I keep it trill like Bun B. Dark days are upon thee, or where the sun be. Shady police quick to plant in your fleece, planting peace on you. And say you was spraying the heat, twirling out the moles in the jungle habitat, snapping back at the powers that be. Nah, I ain't having that. Clap a rap when information is spilled, blatantly killed. Then I'm collecting pace from this wheel. Plans are scraping the meal. I feel Satan infiltrating for real. Waiting is amazing, patience is a skill. Find the truth, break loose from Lucifer's lasso. Have my goons throw slugs at the judge, shoot through the gavel. Seduce a Medusa to flip the ghouls in my castle. Fuck the rules of schools of the county blues, it's all I hassle. Pacing through this western wilderness, it's a wildebeest. Ambitious to kill police, cause he got the will to feast. So where the beef? Kevlar rap star. MCs animated like Madagascar. Train of thought, be moving quicker than NASCAR. Weed analyst, green cannabis in a glass jar. Going past for no ifs, ands, or probably. Even on the darkest day where there's a will, there's a way. Be my policy, the US economy is foretold by astrology. Gotta pause the cosmology. West Coast gangs paint colorful wars, but it's funny how blood is blue before it pours. My niggas from lanes be flowing through the veins of this bitch called life. Hit her raw and catch tripe cause she burning. Lessons I'm learning through the years, many phases and stages, blunts and cases of beer. Hard stone, I doubt you catch my face with a tear. Even though I got a lot of homies that ain't here, disappeared from my voodoo magic wand. Spirits relax in the presence of a Teflon, cause death's gone. Wisdom gleans from my jewels. My poetry is the diving board to Shakespeare's gene pool. Clean goons in my squadron. My calling to bless mics is stress light, cause nowadays labels only want rappers that quest ice. I request tight patterns and verses. Respect, I gather first in the dope, bro. Ayo, presidents back from the dead. They pay the salary of the feds as adolescent heads get easily misled. Street scramblers, worshiping drug lords. Divine crime, paying tithes for angel dust pours. I lust whores with long extensions. Stand tall like the hair on Marge Simpson. Still my soul lost in existence. Memories fade, so I gotta make a large mark on the earth before I vanish and embark on a journey on the hereafter. Tears and laughter, the cycle of life. The tension in my city you can slice with a knife. The brightest of the bright, my mind shine through the dim hallways of this haunted mansion that we call the planet. Niggas often stranded on a desert island, aka the pen where the men never smiling.
Make way for sin, I'm breaking in your safe. Eternal paper chase to stay fitted in lace. It's a disgrace, lyrics replaced with gimmicks on niggas' tapes. A compact disc beyond whackness. Citizens dwell blind on some wombat shit. Got my heart Sub-Zero on some Mortal Kombat shit. Gray clouds blink at the horizon. No sun rising in the east, cause peace hiding. To say the least, evening climate. Presence of the cemetery temperature. Vocabulary compositions, dictionary literature. All aboard, real hip-hop is at the sale. Fuck corny labels, real hip-hop is at the sale. Bars hotter than a Mexican jail. Take a leave you wet like sex with my mademoiselle. Action prevail through any disposition. Number 2, pencil scribbling to trace the mental mission. Me the rappers like Christmas to a Christian. So let me rap the gift, just sit back and listen. Old school like Cold Crush, throwing fools in the Cobra clutch. My punch, I make a punch drunk, punk sober up. Fold them up, niggas trying to get their quota up. In a recession, it's like, damn, my nigga, let me hold a buck. May your soul be struck with enlightenment. Ignorance is a plague, and so many obtain the virus. For my niggas on the block, moving that Miley Cyrus. Used to people don't get knocked, keep your eye out for the sirens. Get cabbage, wishes of living lavish. Shattered dreams with a million fragments. The realest madness. Skrilla Magnus, attracting the killing, dealing with addicts. Concealed still for the static with the vil of a casket. Rocks, chopper, razors, cops trying to shock the block with tasers. I light up a squad car like Las Vegas. Gauge clapper, undercover swine. Laid back, wave cap, cover my mind. Fell in love with the rhyme, murking shit. Purple spliff, slurred lips, wordsmith. A serpent hiss, but I couldn't interpret it. Authentic, raw like I paid Columbia a visit. The bricks I'm shipping is highly addictive, so sniff it with caution. After the green like Boston, I check the mics trying to spread light through the darkness.